Hi all, in this video we dive further into the topic of storage and inventory management in Palia and share some useful tips. Whether you're new to the game or have progressed further across various maps, the sheer number of different items in Palia can sometimes be quite overwhelming. There are a ton of basic and processed resources, cooked food, a gazillion of fish and bugs, decor and quest items, and so on. To top things off, you also have star quality versions of some items. So how to keep track and how to decide what to keep and what to sell. Now, before we get started, one important task you should always focus on is upgrading your inventory and storage, so you have more slots to carry and store things. We have a dedicated guide that explains everything about how you can increase your backpack inventory, ammo pouch and storage chests, from how it works to available upgrades, item limits and costs. So if you'd like to learn more about that, check it out first. Okay, let's talk about some basics to give you a better idea of how items are stored in Palia. After that, we'll talk about other things that are good to know when it comes to managing your inventory and storage, as well as some tips. All your storage chests are connected, meaning you can access your overall storage from any chest you have placed on your plot. You don't have to go to a specific chest to access some items, just think of your chest as a combined storage pool. And if you have more than one plot, the same principle applies there as well. You have access to the same items whether you open a chest on your main plot or any other plot you have created. One thing that might take a bit of getting used to is that you cannot organize your chest storage yourself. You only have tabs that automatically sort items into several categories. To make it easier to find things in your storage, there's also a search option, which can be of great help. Of course, that means you need to remember the names of items, or at least parts of it, which might not always be the most intuitive. When it comes to furniture and decor items, then you'll be pleased to know that these items do not count towards chest storage space, so you can stack up as many housing items as you wish. It is a blessing for anyone who likes to collect every bit of decor or wants to craft and use a lot of items to realize creative building ideas. There are some exceptions though. This unlimited decor storage space does not include plants and trees that can be placed on your plot, so keep that in mind. Another thing that might be confusing at first is that items stack differently in your backpack inventory and storage. In your general storage, items will generally stack up in the hundreds, while they might only have a limited stack size in your inventory. And that leads us to your personal backpack inventory and how items are stored there. Next to your ammo pouch, you'll find a dedicated space for quest items. The good news is that quest items don't take up any space nor count towards your backpack storage limit, so you never need to worry about picking up too many. And should you ever deposit a quest item into your general storage by accident, don't worry, they don't take up any space here either, and can usually be found right at the top of your storage tab for uncategorized items. And finally, there's a separate space for most currencies. Consider it your personal purse. When you select it, you can see an overview of all the various currencies you can collect in-game. This includes gold, renown, tailor and home tour tickets, Elderwood essence, tickets for events, the various skill medals and Kilima coins. What it doesn't include are Seiki coins, prize wheel coins and claw machine tokens, but who knows, maybe they get added one day as well. Let's talk about storage and inventory management, as well as some tips. You can move single items by left-clicking on any stack or move the whole stack by right-clicking. To split a stack, shift-click and drag within your own inventory. This does not work if dragging to or from your storage. In workbenches, you can split a stack of job materials the same way, shift-click dragging them out. Not to the storage though, only to your own inventory. If you're close to max storage and have trouble freeing up space, then here's an important tip. Don't empty your crafting stations unless you really need the items. Your furnace or sawmill can easily hold a few stacks of bars and planks until you need to take them out for crafting. By the way, you can also store converted resources retrospectively in your stations. But you can only do so from your storage and not from your backpack inventory. One thing to keep in mind though is that resources that are stored in your crafting stations will not be taken into account when crafting. For that, you first need to move them into your storage or inventory. Now, you might have noticed a message that sometimes appears when you're looting or buying something and your backpack inventory is full. It tells you that items are overflowing and that you need to free up bag space. However, even if you don't remove items, they won't be lost. You either can't pick up more items or they will be simply sent to your storage at home. To empty the overflow space, you can drag and drop items to a free space in your backpack inventory. Or move items directly to storage by right or left clicking. On Switch, press A to select an item in the overflow, then move the item to a free space in your backpack inventory with your left stick and press A again. Alternatively, press X to move a stack. This is especially helpful if your inventory is full, as it will move your items directly to your storage as long as there's space. And here's a bit of an advanced tip for your backpack inventory. If you have reached the Elderwood map and completed some of the main quests there, you will at one point get the quest The Nurture of Shadows from Tamala. This quest kicks off a chain that will reward you not only with a free pet, the Platinum Galder pup, but at the end also with the Courier Pet functionality. Unlocking this functionality will give your pet the ability to deliver some resources to your storage when your backpack is full. By default, you will be able to send home 4 slots with item stacks from your inventory, and you can use the Courier Pet every 10 minutes. While it takes a while to reach this part of Palia and complete the quest chain, it's a nice goal to have in mind. And if you need help with the quest, we have a full guide on our channel. And finally, let's talk about the dilemma we've all experienced. Our storage chests are at the max limit and we ponder which items to keep and which to get rid of. Now, sorting through your storage will always depend a bit on your playstyle and which activities in game you like more than others. For example, if you like to cook and participate in a lot of cooking parties, then you would naturally like to keep a good stock of related ingredients and resources. But as a rule of thumb, consider getting rid of or convert resources which you know are easily acquired, like wood, mining related resources, items that are quickly gathered, found in abundance and so on. Converting wood to planks, hide to leather, or to ingots or crops to seeds and preserves doesn't only save space, but it also increases the value of the items. So before you throw the raw materials into your sales bin, convert them to maximize profits. When it comes to rarer resources or bugs and fish that take time to catch, we recommend keeping at least a small stack or a few items of each. You never know when you will need them for quests, villager gifting or bundles. Some seeds and cooking ingredients can also be purchased at the general store and at the crop store at the farm. While this means spending gold, it might be an alternative if money is less of an issue than space. The same goes for crafting related items at the blacksmith or furniture store in town. Star quality fish, bugs, gemstones and cooked dishes can also be placed as decor on your plot and can help save a few extra slots while still keeping the items. The same goes for flowers. You can place them as decor on your plot or use an empty plot as temporary storage. And lastly, a question we have seen 100 times in comments on Discord and on Reddit. What should I do with the treasure chests I pick up in the world? Well, the answer is easy. If you really don't like them as decor, then simply chuck them into your storage. They don't take up any space, so you can store as many as you want. That said, treasure chests also make for great building blocks, tables for your bugs or fishes, stairs and many other creative uses. There's a lot you can do other than just placing them in a corner. To sum it up, when sorting through your storage, ask yourself these 3 questions. Can I easily get more? If yes, then get rid of larger stacks. Can you increase profit by converting the resource? If yes, then convert before selling. And finally, do you think the items are rare, harder to get, or you can't remember how you got them? If yes, keep some or as many as you can. And that's it for this video. We hope you found it helpful or at least got some ideas for managing your inventory and storage. As always, if you want to support us, please don't forget to leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe or become a member of our channel.